The NFL world is buzzing, and the Seattle Seahawks are right at the center of some of the most intriguing chatter this offseason. Rumors are flying, names are being tossed around, and every fan is wondering, what's next for our team? Could a key veteran ride off into the sunset, or is there a rising star ready to make his mark in Seattle? Stick around, because today we're breaking it all down, and trust me, you don't want to miss a single detail. Before we dive in, do me a favor. Hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe if you haven't already. You'll get every rumor, update, and deep dive on the Seahawks as it happens straight to your feed. The NFL Combine has been a whirlwind the past few days, and the speculation train is running full steam ahead. Every team is under the microscope, but the Seahawks have caught the spotlight in a big way. Now, it's important to remember, a rumor is just a rumor. There's a fine line between buzz and reality, and you, as a fan, have to filter it carefully. But let's face it, some of these stories are too juicy not to discuss. First up, let's talk about a name that has Seahawks fans both excited and nervous. Demarcus Lawrence. Could he be considering retirement? At first glance, it might sound far-fetched, but when you dig deeper, the possibility isn't as crazy as it seems. Lawrence has played at an incredibly high level since joining the Seahawks, and he's crossed many milestones that few players ever achieve. He's well into his 30s, has a growing family, and recently captured that elusive Super Bowl ring he's chased his entire career. Think about it. A man who's 33, just welcomed his 6th child, and reached the pinnacle of NFL success might look at the horizon and ask himself, is it time to step away? It's a question every athlete faces, but for someone like Lawrence, the timing feels almost perfect. Could he choose to retire on top, leaving fans in awe of his legacy rather than wondering if he could have done more? And here's a thought-provoking question for you. If you were Lawrence, would you hang up your cleats after winning the Super Bowl, or push for another shot at glory? Drop your gut reaction in the comments, because this one could stir up some serious debate. What makes this even more complicated is the feedback from experts and former players. They point out that while Lawrence's production has been outstanding, his last few seasons show subtle declines in certain stats. The Seahawks' defensive rotation has helped him preserve energy, but continuing at this elite level is never guaranteed. Could Lawrence handle another grind of a season without risking his health or family time? Despite these uncertainties, I still lean toward him returning. There's unfinished business in Seattle, more championships to chase, more moments to cement his legacy. But as the off-season unfolds, I can't help but feel a little anxious. Seahawks fans, brace yourselves. This could be a make-or-break decision that defines not just Lawrence's career, but the team's future. Shifting gears, let's talk about the draft, where rumors are already swirling about a potential new addition. Anthony Hill Jr. For those who haven't been following closely, Hill is a linebacker from Texas with a lot of hype around his versatility and physicality. He's expressed a deep admiration for the Seahawks' defensive icons, saying he grew up watching legends like Bobby Wagner and Cam Chancellor. That kind of passion, that's exactly the kind of mindset Seattle loves. Hill isn't just talk. His stats and athletic performance show he's ready to compete at the next level. He's got size, speed, and a toughness that allows him to evade blocks and make plays sideline to sideline. Analysts have him ranked around the middle of the top 100 prospects in this draft, but don't let that fool you. He's the kind of player who could make an immediate impact if he lands in the right system. Here's a question for you. Do you think a player like Hill, who grew up idolizing Seahawks stars, would thrive immediately in Seattle, or does he need time to adjust? Comment below, this one could get heated. The Seahawks coaching staff is already considering how to integrate younger talent like Hill alongside established stars. The will linebacker role is critical in their scheme, and Hill has shown he's willing to embrace that sidekick position if it means contributing to team success. Pairing Hill with someone like Ernest Jones could create a dynamic duo capable of wreaking havoc on opposing offenses. Now, free agency is another arena where the Seahawks could make moves. Edge rushers are a hot commodity this year, and several names have surfaced as potential targets. First, Jalen Phillips. He's young, talented, and has shown flashes of brilliance despite coming off a challenging injury history. When healthy, Phillips can disrupt quarterbacks, make tackles, and elevate the defense overall. He's exactly the kind of player that fits Seattle's aggressive style. Then there's Trey Hendrickson, a veteran edge rusher with a history of dominating the NFL's best offenses. He's older, yes, but his experience and versatility make him an intriguing option, especially if the Seahawks need a plug-and-play impact player. The financial side will matter. Hendrickson will command a premium, but the potential payoff. A defensive anchor who can mentor younger players while still making game-changing plays. When you combine these possibilities, Lawrence's potential retirement, Hill's draft hype, and free agent edge rushers, the Seahawks offseason could redefine the team. Every move matters. Every decision will be scrutinized. And every fan will have an opinion, myself included. Let's not forget about the broader strategy. The Seahawks have a chance to balance veteran leadership with youthful energy. Rotating players like Lawrence, Jones, and Hill allows them to maintain competitiveness while building a foundation for sustained success. This balance is delicate, and it requires careful management, but if executed properly, Seattle could be a dominant force for years to come. And while we're on the topic of strategy, the Seahawks defense is evolving. They're not just looking for individual stars. They're looking for players who elevate the entire unit. Someone like Hill, who watches tape religiously and understands the physical and mental demands of the game, fits that mold perfectly. His ability to read offenses, pursue the ball, and execute under pressure could make him a cornerstone of this defense. So where does all this leave us as fans? Excited, nervous, and ready to analyze every rumor that comes out of the NFL combine and free agency. The Seahawks offseason is shaping up to be one of the most pivotal in recent memory. One wrong move and the team could face setbacks. One brilliant acquisition and we could be looking at multiple playoff runs, deep postseason contention, and possibly another Super Bowl. I want to leave you with this final thought. Every rumor, every player update, every draft pick tells a story about what kind of team the Seahawks want to be. Are they a team of calculated veterans, bold young talent, or a mix that surprises everyone? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain. The journey is going to be thrilling. Now it's your turn. Which rumor excites you the most? Who do you want the Seahawks to draft or sign? And do you believe Demarcus Lawrence will hang up his cleats or return for another chapter in Seattle? Comment below and let your voice be heard. This is the ultimate fan discussion. The NFL is unpredictable, and the Seahawks are no exception. From draft day decisions to free agent moves to potential retirements, this team's next few months will define a generation of fans and players alike. One thing is certain. If you're a Seahawks supporter, you better buckle up, because this offseason is going to be one wild, unforgettable ride.